Is anybody even remotely surprised that I'm late to my own project? Yeah, I am. Before we start talking about my project, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things, and you know what they are. Now, we're going to address a couple of weird issues to begin with. One, I am standing. I am not physically able to sit in the chair that I usually sit to film in. So everything's kind of lifted and I'll be fidgeting throughout this whole thing. I have been ill. Yes, I knew my project was going to start. I created it, so I picked the dates. But unfortunately, I got sick and wasn't able to film. And after that, then I somehow managed to do a couple of weird things with my EDS and injured myself a little bit. Not a big deal. But it does screw with my brain. So Crazy Train is probably going to be more crazy than normal. I'm going to forget things. I'm going to repeat myself because I've tried to film this multiple times and I can't get words out of my mouth. So with all of that said, and with your grace, I am going to now tell you about this project I created. This project is titled Same Pan Last Year. The hashtag on social media for this is going to be Same Pan Last Year PP. I know it is on Instagram and YouTube. I did it in collab with the Fantastic Ladies on Facebook. You know I'm going to have all the info linked in the description box because heaven only knows I'm going to misspeak, forget, or screw something up at some point. Now, I had this intended to start January 8th. And thank you to all of you who have joined this project because you guys were all on time. I'm the one who's dropping the ball here and am far behind. This is going to run until December 8th of this year. I did that intentionally. I did that for a couple of reasons. December finales, you ladies are just getting slammed with everything at the end of December. The holidays fall in there, so a lot of times people are really busy. Carrying it over till January just kind of screws up like numbers and inventory, and so I wanted this to all be something where if you're doing things to finish, that you're getting them in this calendar year. So that was the plan there. Now, the idea behind this project came from a few things. One, there's been some great projects that have been created, and they are falling on specific dates for start dates because of what they are. I'm talking about National Ghost Hunting Day. I am talking about the release day for Stephen King's last book, National Make a Dog's Day. You guys all know, or you ladies all know who have created projects. You pick brilliant days and they're related to the theme of your project. And I thought, that's awesome. How are they finding all these things? And then I thought, oh, well, maybe a calendar would be helpful. So anyway, I started looking through the calendar. I'm thinking all these different holidays. I was also thinking about releases because of all of the Black Friday releases and actually, I think this was around the time that all of the Christmas releases were really hitting hard. And I thought, it'd be kind of cool to do something based on some of those different seasonal things. Now, I know there are a lot of ladies out there who keep every purchase in a spreadsheet. They can tell you what date they bought things. I'm not that organized. I do handwrite down, but I've only been doing that for the last year because before that, it never mattered. So the concept here was basically to use items that are older. Maybe you've worked on them before. Maybe they've been sitting and you haven't even touched them yet because I've seen some of those baskets and drawers of shame. And I know there are panners out here who are fabulous for getting this gorgeous item in, looking at it and going, oh, I'm so happy I got this, and then setting it down because they have project items they're working on. Yeah. So then those items are getting old. I've done that too. I have a basket of stuff. I am the same way. So this is no shade to anybody. This is just like I'm taking things from different people that I have seen and how they're doing things and trying to find a place to put them all. Now, I can't do anything on time, so I am not too fussed about how you do your updates. Do them monthly, do them bi-monthly. You can start wherever you want in this project. I did put it in chronological order. I started with January 1st, and I ran through, like the end of the year, threw in a couple extra things for you. If you want to start with the end of December, because we've already passed that and the project doesn't go at that time, you can. You don't have to. You can put that stuff in November if you want. I don't care. You don't have to go in order. You can go in order. I know Andrea likes to go down the list of prompts. It makes it easier for her. Okay, that's what I was thinking of when I put this together in the order I did. I did it chronologically. The dates that are on these things are based on the date that they will fall within the calendar year of 2023. Because certain things fall on the actual date and certain things fall on the third Thursday of the month. Things like that. So any dates that are associated with this are based on 2023 only. Just to clarify. All right. I think in my head, I was kind of thinking, oh, well, I'll start with the stuff that's end of December and then January. So, and then like maybe part of February, and then I can update in February and add in the rest of February and March. And I was thinking that I could try and get ahead. Of course, I'm not doing it that way because that would be too simple. Even when I plan it, I can't get it right. Now, with this, everything is open. Pick as many, as few, in order, not in order, roulette them, randomize them, do whatever you want. Whatever makes your heart happy and works for what you want to pan is how you should do this project, okay? I am not the queen of rules, and usually if there is one, I'll break it. So I kind of expect that some of you might be doing that too. One of the things I do really want to stress, because I just put in guidelines. I don't put in rules because honestly, I like things to be more fluid and open-ended. I want to see your creativity. I want to make this work for you. So usage goals, no pan left behind, bring in coloring books, bring in candles, bring in art projects. I don't care. You can actually bring in clothing. There is a place in here where you can bring in like a clothing item and there's a way to use it for a prompt. Go ahead. There are not restrictions here. This is supposed to be as easy as possible. Specifically, though, Cinco de Mayo is 5 pans in a palette 5 times. Something I don't even know what I have to actually look because now I don't know. Where is it? You know what? We'll pull it up off the phone. That's easier. All right. For Cinco de Mayo, I specifically said use a 5-pan palette 5 times. You don't have to do that. If you want to take a paint palette and use 5 of those colors 5 times, go ahead and do that. I'm fine with it. None of this is hard and fast in my world. That's just how things kind of go. The other thing, no, I think that's probably all that I need you to know. I don't remember. I don't know. However you want to do it. I'm open to everything, so I want you guys to just go out there and have a good time, okay? No stress, no fuss, no much. You want to pick one prompt from each month and only do that. You can. You don't have to do the whole list. Now, there are a lot of things that I put in here that are a little bit wonky. For St. Patrick's Day, I actually mentioned leprechauns. So, or it could be pot of gold. It could be something small. It could be gold. It could be green. It could be St. Patrick's Day related. It could have a clover. It could have any way you want to do it. That's fine. For Mother's Day, it is literally for everybody who has ever had a mother, who is a mother of any kind. And I put Erica Ashley's comment or phrase in there that she's also like a plant mom. And that one I put in there specifically. With some of these, now, I put in Boxing Day because I have Canadian friends. I have my whole life. And I also have friends that are Kiwi. So I wanted to make sure that that got in there as a recognized thing for my friends that are out of the country, or just to, pay homage to friends that I have that aren't even in this community, but just that I'm recognizing those other things too. Now, for birthday, it doesn't even have to be your birthday. You could have it be your spouse's birthday. You could have it be your child's birthday. You could have it be your dog's birthday. I don't care. I never said whose birthday it had to be. That's up to you guys. Things like, okay, special occasion, something you're saving for a special occasion. Why? Why are you not using it? And this would be the perfect place if you have gotten something fancy. If you got yourself a nice sweater, if you have a gorgeous blouse, whatever, a great scarf, whatever it's going to be, a pair of earrings, diamond earrings. If you got something that you just only wear on special things, use that item, take a selfie, and then throw it in your update. That completes the prompt. This literally is as open as can be. I am trying to make this as simple as possible for everybody. Now, collab. I said any item from a collaboration. I never said it had to be a collaboration with an influencer or makeup brand. A lot of you ladies collab with each other. So say you do a collab and you do a look for something and you want to pull something that you used for that in to get more usage on. Go ahead and do that. Just saying. It can be open as much as you want. And then I specifically and intentionally put in a generic prompt for add your own special day. I did that so that you could do an anniversary, your spouse's birthday. You could do whatever else, your child's birthday, whatever special day I may have missed or that may not be making this traditional type of calendar, because most of the things I picked are pretty standard traditional. I didn't go through the Sandra Boynton calendar of what's, National Fudge Day, National Peanut Day. I didn't do that, okay? So if there is something that like you specifically celebrate, or if there's a day that you like, if you think that, oh God, I've been watching Eliza Schlesinger again. If you think that you should be celebrating February 14th as the 75% off chocolate day, knock yourself out. Go right ahead and do that. I have no issues with any of that stuff. So those are the caveats or explanations or whatever I may have missed to do all of that. Now let's talk about what I'm actually going to do. So, I've got stuff all over the place. I decided that I was going to start with the end of December. So I decided I was going to start with holiday. Now, holiday, I tried to be as... I tried, you guys. I tried to get every holiday that I could find in there. So I have got Christmas, I believe it's Diwali, Bodhi Day, Hanukkah, Winter Solstice, Three Kings Day, Orthodox Christmas, Ramadan, and anything I might have missed. Whatever your holiday is, if I have missed it, I do apologize. These were the ones that I found. I am sure I missed something that somebody celebrates, but I want you to pick an item and relate it to that holiday somehow and bring it in. That's all that meant. Everybody else has the BH Lit List from 2021. That was the holiday 2021 release. This is 2020. This is naughty. This palette gets neglected like you would not believe because it doesn't fit anywhere in my collection with my other palettes. It's gotten some use. I mean, you can see there's some that have been used. But what I want to do is I want to put this in here for 15 uses. Okay, now when I say 15 uses on this, every pan I touch is a use. I want this as a companion thing. I just want this to have some more love because, like I said, it gets neglected constantly. So I may pull one shade one day. I may do an entire look another day. I want to touch 15 pans in here. Okay, that is my goal. And I may touch some of them more than once. That's fine too. I didn't write down what I was doing with usage, so we're going to do that as we go along too. Crazy train. Oh, I had these in order. Okay, I don't anymore, but that's all right. So let's talk about Black Friday. And this is an item you got on Black Friday or you got on a super sale at some other point of the year that you really just want to go ahead and use. I got the Alley Oop Stack the Odds in Sassy Pants. Deb and Danny had these and they kept raving about them. Deb has panned hers. Okay, seriously? There we go. It does have a mirror. But it's the cream products. So we've got a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. I don't generally like cream products, but they kept talking about how good this really was. So I'm like, okay, I want to check this one out. And I believe Alley Oop is a female-owned brand. But anyway, so I am going to bring this in for 5 uses. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, those 5 uses, I'm going to use all 3 cream products each use, just because that is quite simply me. The reason this falls in this category for me is because they had loved it so much. They had raved about it. That's how I heard about it. I went out and found it, and I got it on Poshmark, and I got it dirt cheap. So that's my super sale item. Then somewhere I have, there we go. Wow. Then I started with New Year. I did not do an item for Boxing Day because that is a drugstore item. And like I said, I have friends that are Canadian and Kiwi. And do I have any friends in Great Britain? I have friends all over the world, so I'm not exactly certain. But being a drugstore item, I have a lot of those and I go through those a lot. So I didn't pull up a specific one in at this point. So I didn't even go in order. I told you, break all the rules, even my own. That's why I don't do rules. So for New Year's Day, I thought this would be the perfect time to throw in something that's new to your collection, something you got for Black Friday or around there that you want to use that you haven't, so we don't stick it in the drawer of shame and let it get old. For me, that's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. This is the one that came out this year. So you guys have seen these before. It's the blushes and highlighters, and they're very pretty. And I got this as a part of a mystery box. So because it is an expensive item, I want to get some love on this one. I'm going to do this as a 5-use. Now, 5-use in this case could very well be a blush and a highlighter at the same time. It could be both of the blushes stacked. However, it's going to be, but it's probably not going to be 5 uses of the one blush by itself. So we'll give you some more updates when I actually get those uses done, and I'll tell you what I like and how that worked out for me. I'm already getting tired, you guys, and I'm not even close to done here. So then, the next thing that I came up with was Chinese New Year. I put this, I listed the ones that, just a few of them. I did not list the entire Zodiac line, but 23 is the year of the rabbit, 22 was the tiger, 21 was the ox, 20 was the rat. I think I'm the rooster, for goodness sake. So this was pick anything related to any of these or any animal or insect, whatever. What I came up with is the BH Aspen palette. This is another one of those TJ Maxx finds that I didn't get until after the fact. And this shade right here in the middle, moving things around with the ring light is really screwing me up, is actually a purple. It's called Bunny Slope. So my goal is to use Bunny Slope 5 times. Okay? Just because, honestly, I haven't used the palette at all, and that one fit the prompt. So that's what I'm doing. Then we've got, oh, you know what? I missed, I'm not doing these in order. No, I am too, I think. Black History Month is the month of February. So, a black old makeup brand. I actually went with hair care brand. Tracy Ellis Ross owns Pattern, and this is the hydration shampoo in the 3-ounce size, and I'm putting this into completion for that prompt. And then we have got Groundhog Day, which was actually my stepfather's birthday. So this is a product you keep repurchasing or are doomed to pan forever. Are you hearing the sarcasm? I'm often sarcastic. I'm going with the NARS Orgasm Blush because why not? I actually have panned one of these in its entirety to completion. It took me 100 years, but I did it. And I have more of them. When I panned that one, it was getting down there and I thought, oh, this is going to empty soon, so I should go ahead and get another one because I really like having this color. So I have them in Minnesota. I have them here. And then I get mini ones. So I have them in my travel bag. I have them everywhere. I will never finish panning this blush because another one appears. So that's why this one is coming in for Groundhog Day. I'm going to put this in for 10 uses. It is actually one of my favorite blushes, but I also have 80 bajillion other blushes in projects and haven't touched this in months now. So I wanted to bring it back into the rotation. Then we have got, I think I'm going in the right order. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We got Valentine's Day, February 14th. That's every year. Okay. A red item, a pink item, a heart-shaped item, a love-themed item. Something you can relate back to that in any way, shape, or form. I went with the Sydney Grace Be Mine palette. I got this. This was their Valentine's Day release for 2022. And I bought it. And quite frankly, haven't used it. Which is a stinking shame because you know I love my Sydney Grace. I put singles in things all the time. So I want to get my little grubby mitts in here for 10 uses. Now with that, this is where I'm counting uses as every pan that I use counts as one of those 10. Okay? So I don't know how long it's going to be and I don't know how many looks it's going to be, but that is the goal. So 10 uses on that. Stop, put it back in there. And then the last one that I am bringing in for the intro is completely random. I am bringing in Latin Heritage Month, which is actually September 15th through October 15th. So this is something from a Latinx brand. Oh, excuse me. For that, I went with Selena Gomez's brand Rare Beauty, and I went with the Perfect Strokes mascara, and I'm using just a mini. And I opened this. Pardon me. Okay. So I opened this month, And I'm going to put it in for 3 months. I don't know that it's going to last that long. It's probably going to, if I get 2, I'll be happy with that because it's a small one. But that is the other item that I am bringing in. So that is, I believe, everything, if not more than you ever wanted and needed to know, all wrapped up for you. Now, I'm going to get this up as soon as humanly possible so you know that I don't do a lot of editing and heaven only knows what I screwed up. So check the description box. Check out the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. I will have the link to the sign-up sheet so that you can see everybody that is doing this project along with me. And like I said, hashtag same pan last year PP, Instagram and YouTube. I was going to say Facebook and YouTube. You could do it on Facebook, I suppose. I don't know. Whatever. If you do, tag me somehow. So if I have not yet responded, I am still catching up on things on Instagram and on YouTube as far as videos go. But I do want to thank everybody who has joined this. I am so excited that so many people expressed an interest in this. Thank you for playing with the crazy train stream of logic. I think that is finally everything, you guys. So until next time, see ya. Bye.